Welcome to Stretch Cards Not Just for the Boys, as the title suggests. Although this one's predominantly for the boys and the men out there, you could actually use one or two of them, or all of them if you wanted to, for the girls as well. But I'm going to sort of pin my colours to the mast and say this really is one for the boys mostly. Okie dokie, so with the CD, as usual, pop it in. It should auto run. If not, you'll just need to go down to your control panel and open it that way. But all being well, your computer's set to auto run. Up will come the logo, the first page, and then click on to the main page here, which is the main menu. Now, this CD follows on from our very popular stretch cards, which came out. And as the title suggests, and as I've just mentioned, this one is themed towards the boys and the men. So you're going to be confronted here with a screen that's pretty similar to the original stretch CD. Few little differences. Obviously, we've got 15 fantastic new and exciting cards on here, and I'm going to show you those in just a moment. But just to quickly recap from this page, we can do several things. First of all, we have a help menu up here which you can click to go to, and that just covers things like printing, etc., and any other problems that you might experience, although hopefully you'll never need to really have to wander over to that button. Things really are pretty simple with the CD. Just above here we have the updates and download buttons. As extra elements become available, if they do, then they're going to be posted on the special page which you access here. You will need to have your computer linked to the internet in order to have a look at what's on there. And the same goes for the internet tutorial. Again, all the instructions are both written as we've got here, and there's a short tutorial video as well. So if you have got a link to the internet, you may want to go to that, or alternatively you can just click down to the printed instructions here and it all follows suit pretty much the same as we had on the original CD. Okay, and just last but not least, we've got the templates here, which if you want to make your own cards you can use. If you go to the Arch template, on this one I've got a bonus section and we've got some additional greetings messages here. We've got Father's Day, World's Greatest Dad, Sorry, Good Luck, etc. So there's a few extra ones in there for you, and they just appear there through that menu from the Arches. Apart from that, the most new content is right here. So we click on, and as you can see, we have our main navigation page here, and we've got 15 absolutely fantastic cards for you here. So if I just let's just introduce them to you all very quickly. We've got one here with the robots. Again, it's all similar stuff, two-sided, and additional elements are here for you, and greetings messages on the tags here if you want to use those as well. And we've got a nice robot one here, great, really kids of all ages, kids and teenagers. Going to right to the other end of the spectrum, I've got another one on here which I call the sort of vintage or veteran, and that's great for the older people there amongst us who remember old-fashioned cine cameras, the old box brownie. My nan, I never had one of these, my nan did, an old Valve radio set, etc. Do you remember cameras and film? Well, it's all on this one. So it really is a fantastic sort of CD. I'm looking at all the different elements on here. VHS, we've got cassettes, old reel-to-reel, telephones. We used to have one just like that. So it is really quite a good old nostalgic card. I think really for anyone sort of 40 upwards, but hey ho, I'll leave you to decide on that one. So that's also on there, so the complete contrast to the one we've just looked. Just coming down here, we've got a barbecue one, Let's Party. A great one for the dads. I mean, come on, we all like to cook in the garden. You know, once we get near a barbecue, there's no stopping us. So this one is great. It's really good for all occasions. It could be for Father's Day, happy birthday. You know, you can really, whatever occasion you think might be appropriate for it, you could use it. It's a really nice looking card. Now, as I said, it's not just for the boys. We've got a lovely one here. Happy birthday. It's one for our younger toddlers out there, but this one would be equally at home for a girl as well. I'd say, you know, even the barbecue. I when we go through them, yes, they're for the boys, but we can mix and match as well. And I think this one would be a great one, really, for for either the boys or the girls. It's a lovely sort of soft and cuddly card, as they say. Moving on, we've got another one here, a driving one. And again, this is really for all occasions. I've put the L plate on this one, so perhaps someone who's learning to drive, good luck or well done. But it does make equally a good birthday card for someone, for perhaps the dads who like their engines and their cars, even the teenagers as well. There's a little bit of something on there for everyone on this one. So you've got, if I just click onto here, we've got our birthday messages as well as the L plates as well on there. So a great one, really a good cure-all for anyone who likes motoring, who likes their card, young and old. It'll do it for all of them. Okay, let's pop down to this one, a really nice, bright one. Spaceships and space rockets. Again, perhaps more for the younger kids, but really, anyone who's mad about space, they're going to have great fun with this card. And as ever, you'll get your greetings messages on here, or space for you to pop something on of your own. Remember, we've got the additional elements with all of these cards, so you can, if you want to, just make your own card using the templates here. You can mix and match from everything that's on the CD. I think that's what makes these so exciting. Right, moving on, we have what must be our traditional dad's card, with all the DIY stuff. Now, again, whether we like it or not, it does seem to be something for the boys, doesn't it? A bit of DIY. We're always having to fix something up. So again, you can use this to really use for all occasions. It's great whether you like DIY or not. It's going to be a great card. Incidentally, while I've got this on here, you probably noticed we now have our little sort of warning triangles here. That's simply is to let you know when you're cutting out that when you get to this side, stop, because there's something like this sticking up on the other side. So that's a little something to help you remember with the cutting. It's a bit frustrating otherwise if you go slicing through the objects. Okay, now something a little bit fun. Gosh, could be for anyone really. We've got a card here full of garden gnomes. Again, just great for all occasions. It's a bit of fun, young and old at heart. I don't think age really comes into it there. Okay, and moving on. Teenage boys. Well, I say teenage. I think they started about 10 now, don't they? Great one here because it is all those computer games and gadgets which the kids like. It's all on their apps on their phone, gaming, chips, cards, mice. This is sort of games and computers. So anyone who's into their games or computers, you've got an absolutely fantastic card you can make for them here. And again, remember, it's not, if you've made it for them 1 year, you can always come back, jiggle about with the elements here, mix and match with other bits on the cards as well. So again, it gives you that versatility with the CD, but I think you'll find that's a big hit with the teenagers, that one. I think my sons have already got that one booked in for their birthdays. Right, moving on, we've got a sports one here. All sports, as I called it, based really on a little bit of everything. Golf, football, tennis, rugby, even a bit of karate there as well. So I've just themed it around balls just to start off with, but sort of expanded out. I think we've got a karate player on there. And we've got our sort of greetings here. Again, they come with the greetings message with or without, based on the balls there. But a good one for anyone who's into their sports, not necessarily football, although, because we've got a footballer on here, it's there. It's a great one for really anyone who likes their sports. Good card again, young and old. Okay, poker. This is definitely one for the men. Online poker playing, you've got it all on this card. So a great one for anyone that who's really into their poker playing, into their cards. Fantastic card for them. You're not going to go far wrong with this one. Okie dokie. And moving on, we now have one that I really like, ice creams. Do you remember, a little bit of nostalgia here, ice creams new and old, because I've got a little bit of everything on here. We've got our sort of more modern ice creams and our cones, and we've also got something a little bit retro as well. We've got, Good old ice creams here, whippy ones and the ice lollies. It's really got a little bit of a mix and match of everything on here for you. A great one for the kids, great one for the adults as well. I really like this one. You can see I put you a party invite on this one, so perhaps a great one for invitation to parties as well. Of course, you can use this banner on any of the other cards if you want to make it into a party one. Don't forget, that's the beauty of these stretch cards. They really can mix and match. These are my sort of 15 serving suggestions, but you can make it your way. And another one here for the boys and the dads, guitars. Very much focused around the electric guitar, but we've got the old classical one creeping in there, and all different ranges from the Flying V, classic Flying Vs, to a bit more modern. And we've also got, just creeping in there, our saxophone as well. So a good card again for the boys and the teenagers, and even the dads. I myself have a dabble on the old guitar, and I know if I was sent that one, it would put a smile on my face as well. Okay, moving on now. Bowls, strike, it's all on here. A little bit of everything. Someone who likes to play their bowls, 10-pin bowling. Great card. I think it's as ever popular. I know me and my boys, we go off and play fairly regularly and enjoy it as well. A lovely, bright, colourful card. I think you'll find this one, just a fantastic one for anyone to sort of receive. So you really can't go far wrong with that. And last but not least, we've got our castle one here with our knights on as well. So again, if you know someone who's into their sort of medieval, into their knights, be it young or old, a really fantastic card for you to make there. And what I've done with this one, as you can see on the picture, is I've placed the banner, the arch, right at the very back. Otherwise, do you remember with the instructions, we have to put it over two of the panels. It always has to be on the same panel. This is the only exception to the rule. You can put it right the way across the back. Really does look spectacular, and is worth playing with. And on some of them, you'll notice I've actually put a banner on top of the banner, so I've put that and then happy birthday on there. Okay, makes the card a little bit taller, but it'll still fit into an A4 envelope if you want to, but really does look sensational. And of course you get the full view of all the stretch and all the action happening here at the front. So that's a little sort of something to think about. Okay, so just coming back, we've got our 15 cards here. I said that's the starting point on the CD. They really are. I hope that you enjoy them. I've thought long and hard about a good range of cards that isn't the most obvious ones for us, the boys and the men here. And I know you always say we're troublesome to make cards for, but I think you've got it nailed with this CD, because there really is something for everyone, young and old at heart, whatever the age, whatever they're interested in. I think you're going to find now that you've got a resource here that you're going to have fun with. They're great to make, and nice and simple. And of course, it's the starting point for you to then go on and make your own cards as well, with all the other resources that you find on the CD. Well, I hope you enjoy this one. I've had great fun making it. I know it's been a big hit with my boys as well. They're already queuing for the cards they want for their birthday. I hope you'll have equally as much fun and success with it with your CD. Take care. Bye-bye.